Today is a very blue day. One, because I'm wearing the blue t-shirt. I got blue pajama pants on. The beer's got some blue in it. And, you know, the Democrats apparently won. They're blue, so it's a blue day, apparently, which is none of this was coordinated with anything. It just happened to be that way. But here, the beer we have today, we've done this before, but this one is the new version of it, or, you know, side by side with the original. This one is if Lugtread went on a bit of a diet. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Brewski, for another Brewski review. And today the beer that I have for you guys is from the Beau'S Brewing Company out in Van Cleek, Ontario. This is their Lugtread 2.5%. Again, a lagered ale or a Kolsch styled beer. 2.5% extra light beer. This is the Lugtread for everybody who's calorie conscious or just wants a lighter ABV beer. One thing that I have noticed is that there is no nutrition facts on here. There's no boasting of low calories. I don't think there's any boasting of low calories anywhere on the website either. So it's just a low ABV. You want a quick beer, not a lot of alcohol. There you go. Pretty straightforward. 2.5% alcohol by volume, 20 IBUs off of the website, because there is none on here on the beautiful can. Looks like the Lugtread can, but it's white and there's baby blue, because light colors mean light alcohol, right? Apparently yes. Also, if you notice, the camera setup just a little bit different, the video looking a little different. It's actually being shot on my iPhone. I was a smart human person and totally forgot all of my SD cards for my camera, which is sitting over on the side there, being sad. But now I get to see, does the iPhone do better picture quality than that $750 camera when I bought it how many years ago? But 2-3 years ago now? Geez, I've been doing this for a while. Without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open. Let's see what we got. I did have this beer once before, but at that state I was fairly inebriated. So do I remember exactly what it tasted like? Did I have probably a fresh palate to try it? I did not. So we're gonna start it from the bottom. Now we're here. Here we go. Lugtread 2.5. Let's see what we got. The original Lugtread ain't too bad. It's very close. I think reminiscent, I've heard, to like a Canadian, Molson Canadian. So I don't know how this is gonna go. I've never had a light Canadian before. I don't even think there is a Canadian light, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, here we go. Pale, clear, you know, straw. Golden color, quite pale, extremely clear, white head on top, not too much, but just enough. It looks like beer. When you think beer, this is kind of what you think about. Let's have a smell. On the nose, I'm getting a little corny and grassy. Light caramel. Yeah, corny, grassy. A little bit of like dried cracker. Somewhat musty as well. I'll give it a little agitation. Yeah, somewhat musty as well, but hey, it's fine by me. Let's dive in. You know what? As far as light beers go, this definitely has the most flavor, especially being at 2.5. But the flavors that are in here, no, I don't like it. That is weird. It's just, where do I start? Well, I think I'll start by this. We'll take another sip, get a little bit more information. Let's do it, guys. Cheers, everybody. Let's keep on drinking. Yeah, okay, so where do I start with this beer? It's not light in flavor. The flavor is there. It is a little airy of a body, per se. It's not super crispy either. But the flavors in here that I'm getting are like grassy, corny, little cabbagey. to be honest, very vegetal in nature, and not just vegetal, but almost like rotting vegetal per se. It doesn't taste fresh. It tastes like it's been out, or some sort of vegetable has been out in like the warm, humid, hot air for a little bit, and just taken on a really musty, almost rotting kind of flavor to it. Like the beginning is nice. The beginning is crackers, very like crackery, light, crispy. But then what happens with the flavor? You get that weird vegetal, cabbagey, slight corniness out of it, and it's sitting in the back of your mouth, sort of where your jaw hinges are, and it's like circling around there and just oozing that sort of cabbagey, steamed vegetable sort of flavor out of it, and it just sits there. And, oh, that is weird. That is not good. Not good for me at all. Lug Tread's not bad of a beer. You know, it's nothing fantastic, but it's a solid lager, giving you some different flavors. The light version, I would prefer it if they just went the usual route with a lot of light beers, how they just flavor drops off significantly, but it's quite refreshing. This is neither. There are flavors in here, but they're not good flavors. It's pretty bad. Which sucks because, well, you know what? Actually, that's kind of... Beau'S is one of those companies, I haven't had Beau'S in a while, where they will bring out beers that are either really, really good or just kind of crap. I said it, but I'm honest. They either knock it out of the park or they're just kind of subpar. Lug Tread seems to be the only one where it brings a harmony. It's not overly amazing by any means, but it's not a bad beer. It's just a solid lagered ale. It's a solid offering. And then you get the Lug Tread 2.5, and you just really should rethink your life if you're purchasing this beer thinking you're gonna get a great low alcohol beer. It's just it's missing something. There's too much vegetal and not enough crispy refreshment out of this one. Kind of disappointed. Let's see what the can has to say. Lug Tread 2.5% lagered ale, extra light beer, 2.5% alcohols by volume, 20 IBUs, baby blue, Lug Tready looking can. They say full-flavored, extra-light craft beer. Store cold, drink fresh. Beau'S Brewing, Van Cleek on Hill, Ontario. That's all there is. On the bottom, we do have a canned on date. It was canned on 10/08/2020. That's either August 10th or October 8th. I don't know how they do their dates, but either way, it's a fresher can. You know, it's either 1 month old or a few months old. But you know, it's not bad as far as date codes go. On the website though, you get a ton more information. Beau'S does a fantastic job with their website. Beau's.ca, go to the beer section. You scroll down a little bit, you will find Lug Tread 2.5. A lot of information, so we'll start in the description of it, I guess. This extra light beer delivers a delicious, full-flavored craft beer experience without compromise. The recipe is modeled on our popular Lug Tread, so expect a satisfying, balanced, and tasty lagered ale with less alcohol. Finally, a light beer that actually tastes like beer. I like the description a lot. Does it shine through to the beer itself? No. It's vegetal. I don't like that. History and style. Beau'S Lug Tread is the original Ontario lagered ale, first brewed in 2006. It is top fermented like an ale and then cold aged like a lager, giving it light ale notes complemented by lager-like crispness. We've created Lug Tread 2.5 to allow craft beer fans to choose a well-made, tasty lagered ale when they want something light. Available year-round. Tasting notes. Let's see what they describe for tasting notes. Lugtread 2.5 pours a light gold with white foam, a blend of barley malts and wheat delivers fresh grain cereal flavor and satisfying mouthfeel. Mild herbal and orchid fruit notes lead into a clean lager finish, refreshingly light and crisp. Not really getting the fresh grain and cereal flavors, and I'm definitely not getting no fruit notes out of this one. Getting more light cracker. Corn and steamed veggies in the back end. Not good. Food pairings. Stir fry with aromatic spices such as lemongrass, ginger, garlic, or cilantro. Mild appetizers like spring rolls or salads. If the beer was better, I would say that would be great, but it's not. Stick to a full-blown Lugtread. Yeah. Ingredients: we have water, barley, and wheat malts. Barley? Whoa. Water, barley, wheat malts, and hops. Obviously, there's some yeast in there in the ingredients. The malts that are used were Pilsner and wheat. The hops were Tradition and Herbusker. And yeast is a German ale yeast. 2.5% ABV, 20 IBUs. Final gravity was 2.1 degrees Plato. Ideal serving temperature between 4 to 7 degrees Celsius. Is also a pint glass called a willy. Suggested glassware is a willy. Beautiful looking website. Beau'S, you do a fantastic job, and the information is by far some of the best out there in the craft beer world, in Ontario at least. So, great stuff. Over on Untappd, what really shocks me is the Untappd marks for this. 3.93 out of 5. A lot of people are saying it's got a lot of flavor. It's great, it's great, it's great. I don't see it with this one. I really don't. Somebody says excellent light crushable beer. It's just not for me. No. I'm getting steamed vegetables. Why? Tastes like corn-based. Tastes like it's corn-based like Modelo. I've got to say, though, it's more interesting than a lot of beers this light. It is more interesting. Not for me, though. I mean, it is, but not in a good way. Tastes like lug, but lighter. Definitely good. Well, that seems to be what they were going for. A very easy drinking beer. The flavor still pops. I don't see that. I wish I had your palates, people, because I do not like this. Not one bit. It's that ending. That end finish is just so bad. It's just so bad. It's like steamed old vegetables. Ew. Now, the price of this beer is something that I have a little bit of a bone to pick. Obviously, it's lighter in alcohol volumes. You know, you would think it's going to be a little cheaper than full-blown Lugtread. Full-blown Lugtread's $3.35 for a tall boy. All right, for a single tall boy. Lugtread 2.5 is the same goddamn price, $3.35. Over the average, in my opinion. But you're paying like you're paying money for a full-blown beer, and you're getting the 2.5 beer. That just seems like robbery to me. Seems a little silly. I don't do the pricing over there, but then again, I know they are all organic. But really, you have to choose between a 5.2 and a 2.5 for the same price. Wouldn't you just get the 5.2 and maybe split it with somebody if you didn't want that much alcohol? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But $3.35 seems pretty expensive for this, especially with the weird flavor it has. I don't know though. You do you. I'm gonna down this and move on to something better. So with that said, guys, cheers on the final sip. Let's get right to ratings and wrap this thing up. Beau'S Brewing. Lugtread 2.5. I gotta say, when I saw it, I was quite excited about it. I was a little pumped up. I'm like, oh, let's see what this is about. Is it going to be like Lugtread being just a little bit more, lighter, maybe more crispier? easy to drink kind of thing. I guess for some people, from what Untapped is saying, it is. But for me, I'm getting a beautiful beginning that is ruined fairly quickly by steamed vegetables of a flavor. That's not good. That's not good in any sense. I'd rather have a very light beer flavor and just super refreshing crispness. I think a viewer posted on the Clear 2.0 from Sleeman's. They said it tastes like water with beer flavored Mio. Remember those Mio things that you put in the water and give it flavor and color? I'd rather have something like that than this. At least that stuff's at least 3.5 to 4%. This is even less alcohol. Yes, there's more flavor, but the flavor in here is absolute that. So, do with this information as you must. Lug Tread 2.5 gets a solid 2.5 out of 10 for me. As for presentation, it looks exactly like the big brother Lug Tread, just in a lighter color, so I do appreciate that. Not a ton of information on the can, short, sweet description, ABV, non-ingredients, clearly labeled, canned, on date on the bottom, great stuff. The website, fantastic. Beau'S, your websites are always top notch. They look beautiful. Tons of information, more than you thought you would want, and it's just great. Overall presentation gets a solid 9 out of 10 for me. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want to review in the future, you can leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Beau'S, you'd greatly appreciate it as well. And with all that said, that's going to do it for me, Beau'S. Like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. Oh, Lug Tread 2.5, why did you disappoint me? I was hoping you'd be better, but now I kinda just wanna pour you down the drain. Cheers.